wanted to make a little bit of a life update video. A lot to unpack here, so let's just get started. So I've always been someone that's like wanted to travel and live in like a bunch of different places and just like do the whole like in your 20s, live where you want to live kind of thing. But I never thought that was gonna be like a sustainable option, just because when I was in school it was like, okay, like good luck graduating, you're gonna have to go into the real world and you're gonna have to go into an office every day, into a 9 to 5, never have any free time, never have any freedom, good luck to ya. I was like, okay, that's fine. So I accepted a job in Washington, D.C. After graduation, back in like November of 2019, I already was locked and loaded. I knew I was moving. And then the pandemic happened, and that was when I started to see just like rise of remote everything. It was like remote classes. All my classes got switched to remote. My current internship went fully remote. So I just started seeing like this rise of remote everything. And I think at the beginning of the pandemic, we all thought that it was going to be over in a few months. In a couple months, everything will just go back to normal. I think that's why I decided to still make the move to DC. Even though I knew like my internship was remote, my work was remote, my new job was probably going to be remote, I didn't know how long it was going to be for. So made the move, ended up really loving DC, so I'm really glad I did. After almost 2 years at my current job, I've been remote the entire time. We've had like some options to come into the office, but honestly I've been in quite a few times and like almost no one's there. It's kind of a ghost town, it's a little bit sad. I've only met a few of my coworkers in person. On my team, I've only met people in person once. And we've all been living in like pretty much the same city for, you know, the 2 years I worked at the company. All of that combined, and the fact that my company is still remote but is saying that we're gonna have to come back into an office at some point, they just don't know when. They do want people to be hybrid. All of that, coupled with just like my innate desire to live in different cities and to experience new things and to travel, and me really loving remote work, led my boyfriend and I to make kind of a huge decision. So we went on a trip to St. Petersburg, Florida back at the end of February, and we literally fell in love with it. We were like, oh my god, we want to move here. While we were there, we were like, well, we're already here, we want to live here, so let's just tour some apartments. We ended up loving a few of the apartments, and we knew that we loved the city. So with all that, we came back to DC after the trip. We were here for a little bit, and just in the back of our minds we were like, okay, like, are we gonna do this? Like, are we gonna make this move? Was all of this just because we were the vacation mindset where you're just like, I'm on vacation, everything's great, I love life, I'm drinking, I'm seeing palm trees. Both of us were kind of just like, our jobs are remote, we might as well just make this move and see what can happen. So we decided to sign a lease on a place in St. Petersburg, Florida. Pretty crazy, pretty big move, but you know, I already came here from Cincinnati, and that's like a 9-hour drive, so this will be like, you know, 14-hour drive, maybe slightly less than that. So I feel like once you get over like 5 hours of driving time, it's like, once you're a flight away, you're just like the same distance away. My current company, I knew they would want us back in the office at some point, so I decided to look for other jobs, and I did find a fully remote opportunity. So my last day at my current company will be tomorrow, or today when you're seeing this, and I start my new job on April 4th, and I'm super excited about my new job. The interview process was so quick, you guys. Like, I literally had 2 interviews and they offered me the job, which I just love that. Like, I hate going through like a million interviews and just like waiting and having panel interviews and like all this stuff and just never really hearing an answer back. So it was super great that I just only had a few interviews and I got a job offer, and we're moving on April 29th, It's honestly so bittersweet. Like, I even just like get emotional a little bit thinking about it because my whole life is here now in DC. I've been here for 2 years, have like friends here, and I've built like kind of a community and like a foundation here. I'm familiar with everything, which I think is a good thing. It's also a bad thing. At least for me, I just like always feel kind of an itch. Like, I don't want to stick around in like one place for too long unless like I truly am in love with it and want to put roots down. And while I really do like DC, I definitely never saw myself staying here like long term. But it's like a great place to be a young adult and be living in the city and getting city vibes and walking to the mall, the National Mall, and seeing the cherry blossoms, which was freaking cool. So, I mean, I don't know, I feel like definitely bittersweet about it. I'm like a little sad because this is like the first place I lived out of college. This is, you know, ending my first job out of college, which is also like, you know, 2 years later. It's crazy. It doesn't even feel like it's been 2 years, but yeah, it's definitely gonna be an adjustment. Leaving everything you've ever known behind and leaving the place where you're comfortable. But I believe that you have to take risks in life. You have to put yourself out of your comfort zone because that's the only way that you'll truly grow. And I just think I could stay here for longer and I would be very comfortable, but I would be doing myself a disservice in terms of personal and professional growth. I am really scared to move. Like, I know I'm excited and I'm like, woo, it's gonna be fun, new adventure, but I'm also so scared, guys, because I don't know anyone. Yeah, I don't really know anyone. So yeah. At the same time though, I didn't know anyone in DC when I moved here really, and managed to find some friends, so hopefully the same luck gets bestowed upon me because it's hard out here for an early 20s remote worker. Well, that was a little bit, that wasn't great. Things I'm really excited about for St. Pete are being really close to the beach, seeing palm trees just on the daily, still living in a super walkable, like community feeling place. Also excited about no state income tax, like cheaper things in general. Some of the happy hours there, like it's reminding me of Cincinnati, like that's how good it is. And the food prices were just cheaper. Having nice weather for like 9 months out of the year and spending more time outside. So things I'm scared about or I need to experience for myself are the Florida humidity and heat during the summer. So I'll provide an update on that. Mosquitoes. We already get really bad like mosquitoes and humidity in DC during the summer, but I'm sure it's like worse in Florida. But I have to experience it. Just remote working, still trying to find like my squad, even though like my coworkers are not gonna be like right there. Bugs, really big bugs. Creepy crawly, like crawl out from these boxes. So that definitely scared me. Hopefully there's no more waiting. Gonna hit the meetup groups hard, gonna hit Bumble BFF hard, gonna go to all my apartment complex mixers. We're in this, we're doing this, we got it, we're good. We'll be fine. It's a new chapter. It's a good chapter. It's an exciting time. Just keep telling yourself that. Alright, more videos are coming, so if you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. Thanks for watching.